Meantime, every year, our elected leaders' blunders and gaffes create memorable viral moments. And here with his favorite political turkeys of 2024, it's an annual tradition, political humorist TJ McCormack. TJ, great to have you back on the program for our tradition. Up first, he's a presidential predictor. They call him the Nostradamus, right? Alan Lichtman is his name. He was very confident that Harris would win the 2024 election. Watch.
I'm still predicting a Harris victory. I've been right about this since I predicted Ronald Reagan's re-election in April 1982, nearly 3 years ahead of time, when 60% of Americans said he was too old to run again and his approval ratings were historically low. Old white guys like me are on the decline, and I have not changed that prediction and don't intend to.
Yeah, clearly on the decline, as are his skills in predicting. And you know, it was really funny. Almost all of those hits, without exception, that he would do on around the media, every interviewer came away almost like feeling better about the situation. So, okay, so you're saying he doesn't have a chance, and you'd say, yes, he has no chance. He's going to lose. And they'd say, well, thank God. And clearly, he's done. He must. I hope he does better on the horses, man. Awesome to see that guy lose.
Yeah, because he also then doubled down after the election, like attacking people with such smugness.
Yeah.
Know your lane. You lost.
Yeah.
Take the L.
And he had a chance. He had a chance down the stretch to change because everything had changed, and he smugly doubled down and tripled down, and he lost.
Well, one thing we lost.
Yes.
From the election is the power of the Hollywood endorsement. Hollywood elites backing Harris for president kind of failed. Watch.
I'm proud to say that I voted early, and I voted for Kamala Harris.
I cast my vote for someone who will be a president for all Americans.
If we don't show up tomorrow, it is entirely possible that we will not have the opportunity to ever cast a ballot again.
Turns out, TJ, nobody cares what the Hollywood elites have to say.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You know, that is the Harris campaign in a nutshell right there. You know, hit your wagon to a bunch of vapid celebrities, and also just stay in the basement, stay as far away from serious interviews as possible. It's like, can we please talk to the vice president? No. Here's Lizzo on flute, you know, and that's it. That's it in a nutshell right there. And that's part of the reason why she lost. It was not a serious campaign, Lizzo. And it also might be finally the death knell for Oprah on the political stage. God willing, this might have also put a nail in that.
Let's remember, Harris may have had Lady Gaga, but Trump had Lady Gaga's father. And in this case, father knows best.
Indeed.
I really wanted to work that in.
You're full of wisdom.
Donald Trump's court trials were top of mind for Democrats all year long. Watch.
Are you surprised by the verdict?
No, I was not. I've told you all along that the facts speak for themselves.
An incredible verdict on this day in May, late May. The former president of the United States convicted as charged.
We've been holding our breath as a country for a long time, waiting for the cavalry to arrive in the form of the rule of law. And it did arrive today, and it's a majestic day.
Only one problem, TJ. That verdict, along with all the other lawfare, likely helped Trump win the election.
And you know what? It might be the biggest political blunder, considering all that they had to bring together, all the forces of the federal government and the state level governments, the attorneys general around that all blew up in their face. The Americans smelled a rat right out of the gate, and it all blew up. It's probably what propelled him into that middle section of America, people who had felt that the government was beaten down on them. And, you know, I tell you what, though, if there's a happy silver lining to this, it gave us Fani Willis.
Yes.
I have 2 daughters, and now they know the wisdom of Fani, that a man is not a plan.
That's one way of putting it.
That's one way of putting it. We heard that all day.
Finally, who amongst us, TJ, has not hit a dead bear in Central Park? Cue up RFK Jr.
A woman in a van in front of me hit a bear and killed it, a young bear. So I pulled over and I picked up the bear and put him in the back of my van. I wasn't drinking, of course, but people were drinking with me who thought this was a good idea. And I said, I had an old bike in my car that somebody asked me to get rid of. I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike.
Not to be outdone, RFK Jr.'s animal obsession continues. The New York Times reporting, quote, he sawed the head off a whale and drove it home, according to his daughter. The Post reporting RFK Jr. said doctors found a dead worm in his head after it ate part of his brain. There's no question.
If you're going to be the wild card candidate, be wild, go nuts, throw it all out there. I mean, and it's funny, if you take any one of those things on their own and that's it, they seem incredibly insane. But you put them all together and you have a pattern. And you know what I mean? You have a character. And that's what he turned out to be. And this is our next HHS guy.
He's like one of those guys that you want to hang out with because of his stories along like the lines of Matthew McConaughey,
yes.
RFK. These are fun guys.
Yeah.
You may just have to bury a bear in
That's
Central
all.
Park.
And the ladies love him.
TJ McCormack, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving. Carly.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.